Welcome to my live stream. All right, so I just want us to quickly talk a little before the rate call that we're having in the next few hours. What do you think will happen in the market? Okay, so there's a lot of expectation. Like a lot of people are just eager to know what this will be, what it will end, where it's going to end, and what will be the next step in the financial market. All right, so hopefully I'm audible today. I'm audible. Yesterday I tried doing a live stream and my system was kind of having issues. So hopefully I'm audible. Okay, let me check from my other system to know if I'm audible. So I just want us to quickly discuss what will be happening today, if there will actually be a rate cut. Hopefully they will because um the um the crypto ecosystem have been waiting for this for a very long time, like for a very long time, and we have been praying that this happens. Honestly, bull run, it's one of the things that is holding the bull run. All right, so this is kind of I can I can hear myself. So hopefully they cut rates today. Hopefully they cut rate. But what do you think? Okay, what do you think? In as much as we are discussing this, you can drop your questions if you have any questions based on crypto. Anything at all that you're having challenges with, you can drop your questions and I will answer them. So I just want us to discuss. I know, you know, um, talk about what will happen after the rate cut, if there will be. What There are 98% chances that there will be a rate cut today. Already, I think I saw a news that Canada Bank have already cut rates by 25 basic points. So let's see what the US have for us, if they will also follow suit, just like Canada has already done theirs. So to me, with the past patterns that has happened few years ago, with the things, with the way I've seen the market react to this kind of news, after every rate cut, there's actually a manipulation in the market. Okay, there's actually a manipulation before the initial, mega pump starts. So if people are waiting for this rate cut to happen immediately and it happens, and you see a red market today or tomorrow or in the next few days, I would advise you not to sell your bag, because these big institutions have a way of always manipulating the market, and swiping people off the market, like swiping individuals, or more like, as an individual investor, you are more like a shrimp in the market. So they always have a way of manipulating the market and sweeping people off the market. Like they will just manipulate the market to remove people from the market, because they will feel like it's not everybody that is supposed to be in this market, it's just for them. So in case we see a bloodbath in the market today, in case we see dumps from different angle, just know that it's their way of manipulating the market and pulling people off. And if there's going to be a pump, that is what everybody's expecting. Everybody's expecting a pump. But if you don't see a pump, then just know that it is their usual way of manipulating and pulling people off the market. So to me, I am with the patterns that have happened before, with the patterns that have happened years back, I think there will actually be a kind of dump, for the next few days. There will actually be dump. On the next few weeks, we might see crypto dumping, and then if they don't manipulate the market, most definitely we know that this news is supposed to impact the crypto ecosystem positively. They're supposed to be because it's a bullish news. All right, reducing rate cuts, is something that makes the markets react bullishly. So if you don't see it, and one thing I've realized about Powell is that Powell is a man like that likes to do in his own word and his own will. He's not influenced by anybody. So we all should that's why everybody's fingers are crossed. We don't even know what to expect, because Power is a man of his own will and he's a man of his own actions. So I believe with everything that is going to happen today, anything that we get in the from them, whether it's a positive or negative news, do not be in a hurry to take decision. All right, with anything that is going to happen, do not be in a hurry to take decision. Do not be in a hurry to sell off your bags. Do not be in a hurry to, just put your emotions in check today, because one thing about this big bank is they know how to twist people's emotion. All these big institutions, they know how to twist people's emotion, manipulate the market, and liquidate people off their positions. So if you're not, emotionally strong, if you're not if you don't know their ways, honestly, you won't last in the market. So I always think like them. Like my mentor always tell me, make sure you always think like the big guys. Make sure you always think like the big banks, because if you're thinking like them, you will make money like them. So whatever happens today, whether it's a pump or a dump, all right, make sure you hold your position strongly, because we should be, with all this thing that is going on with the rate cut, we are supposed to have bullish news. So that is it. Make sure you hold your position tightly, in as much as whatever is going to happen in the market today, whether it's going to be a pump or a dump. Okay, so I just want to quickly answer a question from one of my comments. From one of my videos. If someone commented on my video and was asking about, them losing their phones. She said she opened her wallet one certain time and she realized that a lot of her tokens went missing. Okay, so I think so a lot of people are newbies in this space. Like if you're a newbie in this space, please, I beg you, all right, I beg you, make sure you get your knowledge. Make sure you get your knowledge, because if you don't get your knowledge, the market will test you. A lot of people that are here will also test you. Everybody is in this crypto market for gain. Honestly, everybody is here to make money, and you don't expect somebody to leave themselves making money and and then look at you. So everybody's here to make money, in as much as you are looking out for other people. We have mentors that look out for other people. They are also here to make money. That's why you see everybody monetizing whatever they are doing, they are monetizing it. So as a newbie here, I always encourage you, please get your knowledge right. Oh, make sure you learn. Honestly, when I started crypto years back, I had to sit down and start learning, and it has actually helped me to know how to navigate the ecosystem. So make sure you get knowledge. As for the lady that lost some of her coins, I believe she must have done something that she's not supposed to do, because a lot of people system phones are actually compromised, but they don't know it. So I believe she must have done something, and I would advise her that she should, you know stop using that wallet. If she have any more coins or any more tokens or any more assets on that wallet, she should move it out immediately, because they will do it in such a way that to be so intense. That is how bad they can be, so that you will panic and sell. You'll be filled with fear, unsanity, and doubt. You understand? So make sure you don't give in to your emotions. No matter what happens, the best way is just. All right, I think I'll had break in transmission. If you're still here, I'm sorry for that break in transmission. So I was trying to look for a news where Canada have already, cut their rates. And right now, okay, it said Canada Central Bank cut interest rate by 25 basic points. Okay, so Canada have already cut their rate, and it's a good thing. Honestly, if you know what is coming into the market, make sure you hold your position tightly. Okay, I've been seeing several tweets on Twitter where a lot of USDT are being minted, a lot of USDT are being created, and you'll see that these things, they follow patterns. Okay, they follow patterns. And if you check out from 2021 bull run pattern and now, honestly, it is more like the same thing that happened is happening, is occurring, is repeating itself again, more like history is repeating itself again. So um a lot of USDT are being minted because of the massive pump that will be coming into the market. So rate cut, we believe that Powell will cut rates today, and also I believe that there will be two rate cuts today. Okay, the way I'm looking at this, there might actually be two rate cuts this year. Okay, but if there is none, but I believe that there will be a rate cut today. Anyone we get today, just know that, well, however the markets react to this bullish news, um it totally depend on how you take it. Okay, do not be kicked out of the market. I believe there will be a dump. I'm just speculating. This is my own speculation. I believe there will be a dump. If there was going to be a dump, then please make sure that you don't sell off quickly. Okay, so no one for the person that asked if they will when we should expect a massive dump. Okay, we can see massive dump anytime in the market. Okay, there are people controlling the market, and anytime you see a dump in the market, just to know that, okay, that you should not take any decision harshly. You should make sure you analyze your portfolio rightly before you take any decision, because just like the market is moved by news. A lot of news will keep coming into the market, be it bullish or bearish news. Whichever one you get, make sure you analyze your portfolio rightly before you make any decision. Okay, Ayo Komi is asking, is the rate cut favorable? Yes, very favorable. Actually, let me read something for you about the rate cut. This rate cut is more like a catalyst. More like a catalyst that determine the US economy. Okay, I want to read something for you based on this rate cut, so that you understand how important it is that there's a rate cut, even if it doesn't affect, even if it's not about the bull run. But I think the US actually have 8 meetings. The US Federal Reserve always have 8 meetings every year, and this year these meetings usually determine how they go about the US economy, and rate cuts are one of the ways that makes the economy looks more favorable. So I think I read something about it. Okay, this act. Okay, let me read it for you so that you will know how favorable this is in the financial market. Okay, the federal rate cut refers to the decision by the United States Federal Reserve, the country's central banks, to lower its benchmark interest rate. This rate is the interest rate at which banks and other depository institutions lend reserve balance to each other overnight. The Fed set a target range for this rate cut through its Federal Open Market Committee, that is FOMC, which meets 8 times in a year to assess economic condition and adjust monetary policies. Okay, so it will help to adjust the economic conditions, monetary policies, how people go about with their finances, different financial markets, financial institutions. This is more like the economy of USA. How people relate with the financial market. I know when we talk about the financial market, there's the crypto market, there's the stock market, there's the forex market. All of these put together are the financial market. So for people to really relate, where there are policies that are put in place, there are things that need to be done for people to feel safe, invest well and make profit at the end of the day, and also live daily life. This interest rate also boils down to how people, even how the economy, job condition is even affected. It's a lot. If you read deeper about it, you know that this will actually affect everything that is being done, both in the crypto ecosystem, the other financial market also. So it is very, very important. It's very, very important that this rate cut happens. So it's a very big catalyst that even triggered the bull run. It triggered a lot of things. So we should expect it. Like we've been expecting this rate cut for the longest. I think this rate cut almost made Trump, fire Powell, because you need to know how important rate cut is for the president of a country to be highly involved in it, and trying to make sure that it happens quickly. So it affects the economy of a country. So it is very, very favorable when it comes to finances, when it comes to economic advancement, when it comes to a country economic advancement. So rate cut is very, very important. We can't even dispute the fact. I don't know, some people were asking me, okay, in my community, based on my own geographical location where I am, why is it that it doesn't happen here? I don't know why people, I don't know for my country. Honestly, I'm not, really big on how they do with finances that happen in Nigeria, okay, and their financial institution. Honestly, it's more like everything is scattered. But when we look at, thank you so much, thank you so much. When we look at the USA and how their economy is, I'm not saying their economy is as perfect as it should be, but they have, systems, they have regulatories, they have systems that make sure that these things are looked out for, and they are being governed well. So we see that, people tend to understand them more when they come out with all these things and how it's going to affect their own country. So I believe that is why most people are actually, looking out for this rate cut. And USA is one of the highest country that is adopting cryptocurrency, and they are big on cryptocurrency. They want to make cryptocurrency one of their, biggest assets. I think they've already signed a law making cryptocurrency. They are about to establish a Federal Reserve for, cryptocurrency, and they are, picking different cryptocurrency to make sure that they accomplish this. So you can see that the USA is very big on cryptocurrency. So that is why a lot of people are looking up to them. A lot of people are looking up to them, that this rate cut should happen. Okay. Silent Growly, welcome, thank you so much for joining me. Akoyomi, you're asking, so we are the verge of two decisions now, either cause or not. Honestly, based on statistics, based on percentage, the rate cuts, the possibility that there will be a rate cut today is actually very high, honestly. And I believe, Trump has really put a lot of pressure on Powell to cut rates. So the probability that there will be a rate cut is high, like 98%. So most definitely I think there will be a rate cut, okay? But like I said earlier, the rate cut is not my problem, okay? It is how the market reacts to it that is the main thing, okay? We know that the rate cut is a bullish news, it's a big news, it's a good news, all right? So the market is supposed to pump, the market is supposed to react bullishly, because this is more like, make telling people that, oh, we are cutting rate, we are cutting interest rate, and people can now come into the financial market and have confidence to, invest in things. And they're supposed to be, good news. This is a good news that's supposed to, affect the market bullishly. But if we at the end of today we are seeing a dump, you should know that it's manipulations in the market, which the big guys are used to. They're always used to, manipulating the market. So to me, I believe there will be a rate cut this night. Already Canada has started, and I saw in the news few days ago that Trump went to, to visited Canada. Was it Canada? Yes, or UK. I think it's either UK or Canada, and these countries are coming together to make sure that their economic runs smoothly. And we know that the UK government is having, economic crisis and all of that. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. I believe there will be a rate cut today. I believe so. but that is not my problem. In as much as anything that comes out, it is the way we react to the news that matters. So if you see a dump, do not be in a hurry to sell off, and be no, don't panic and sell. That is just my message this night. Do not panic and sell. Do not panic and sell. And then at the end of the day you lose your position, because that is what the big guys always want you to do. They want you to panic, sell off, and then they have the money all to themselves. So Akayamo is also still asking, okay, well, he said, what are ETF tokens? All right, so I'm going to explain that to you so that you understand. First of all, I'm asking, do you know what is ETF? Do you know what is ETF? Before we go into that, you need to understand what is ETF. Then you'll be, I think me that explaining ETF token will be, you understand it better. All right. Supposed to be in church. Is what? Okay, I'm going to explain ETF for you, and then I'm going to explain ETF tokens. It's more like giving security to cryptocurrency, particular cryptocurrency, so that people will have the courage, people will be confident to invest their money, and not feel that it is not safe. All right. So the meaning of ETF, first of all, let me tell you the meaning of ETF. ETF is exchange traded funds. Okay, so you come out and see big exchange, like big institutions, proposing ETF for a particular token. Tell you they will need ETF for Bitcoin, ETF for Siri. It's more like a security given to particular cryptocurrency. An ETF is proposed for a particular cryptocurrency, like I said, ETF is exchange traded fund. Okay, it's more like you telling you that, okay, we have done ETF for this token, and this token now you can come and trade it on our platform, and you are safe trading it. There are a lot of things that comes with ETF. Okay, there are a lot of securities. There are a lot of security. That's why most times, most tokens, most tokens, like, will I say pledge for ETFs. They pledge for ETFs to more like giving, what's that word again? Giving assurance that this token is secure, that you can invest in this token and not lose your money. And most exchanges do it. Let me grok it, and then I'll explain it like more like a in a lower term that you will understand. If I start explaining it based on how I understand it, you might not get it, because there's a lot of big dramas that is there. Why? No, my network. My network. Yeah, my system is kind of having issue here, so let me just quickly get it. All right, I think I've gotten it. Oh, goodness. Oh my, it's my ex. Really? So hopefully in the next few hours we should be expecting. But I think based on my own geographical location, we should be getting the news by 7:30 p.m. today. 7:30 p.m. Why is this thing so hanging? Oh. Well, I'm not really good at trading. I'm not really good at futures trading, okay? I'm not really good at futures trading, but with the news surrounding XRP, with the news surrounding XRP will do well in the long run, okay? But I don't think it's a good idea longing XRP to $40. I cannot say this is not a financial advice, all right? This is based on my own analysis. I see XRP doing well in the long run. Okay, XRP will do well, but I'm not good at futures trading, so I can't tell you, okay, long XRP. I'm not really good at that. Okay, I'm more based in investing, all right, in investing in, buying your XRP, keeping it for long term. Okay, if you believe it's going to do a lot in short term, you can do that. But futures trading, I'm not really good at that. Okay, but I believe in the long term of XRP. Like XRP is one of my biggest bag because of everything that is happening with them. Okay, so if you have money, you can accumulate XRP. But if you're a futures trader, um, I can't tell you because I'm not good at that. I'm not into futures. Okay, so based on the ETF question you asked, okay, I have tried to, really reduce the grammar here. So, exchange traded fund, that's ETFs, is more like you investing your money into assets. Oh, this is big indeed. That pulls assets together to track performance. Okay, let me explain it in such a way that you understand it. Okay, so ETF is exchange traded fund. Okay, let's assume you want to, there's an ETF for Bitcoin. It's more like telling investors to bring their money to an exchange, let them trade this cryptocurrency with the assurance that you're not going to lose your money. Okay, even if it is dumps or pump, you're not going to lose your money. So it's more like an avenue of, um an exchange giving you a security that no matter what happens in the market, your investment is safe. So if there is a pump or if there is a bump, if you have if there's an ETF from an exchange based on a cryptocurrency, no matter how where if you invest in that cryptocurrency through that exchange, your money is safe. So that's why you see ETF from BlackRock, you see ETF from different places, proposing ETF for particular cryptocurrencies. It's more like them telling you, okay, bring that coin to us, bring that coin to us, we're going to keep it safe for you. If it pumps, if it dumps, your investment is going to still be good. So that is what it's like a layman explanation for this. So ETF is just like exchange traded fund. Then they can propose ETF for any cryptocurrency, and then you as an investor, you're investing with the assurance that your money and your investment is safe. I don't know if you understand what I explained. If you understand, just let me know so that I will move on. So in ETF, we usually see ETF for like stock market. We see ETF for for the stock market. No, no, the ETF doesn't mean the coin will not be delisted. Okay, okay. It means that is it on the in the exchange? You can't delist an ETF token. Okay, you can't delist an ETF token. Okay, more like it will not be delisted. But if you're bringing your coins to that exchange, I think there is a safety that, okay, I will not say not being delisted. Okay, but most of the time ETF token don't get delisted because most definitely they have reached heights, they have reached level that you already know that these tokens are of high security. They are secured for you to invest your money there. You are you are you are secured. They cannot delist it. Okay, they can first of ETF token don't get delisted because for them to reach that level, for them to gain ETF, all right, they've already done so much. Their capitalization is very high. They are actually done a lot for them to reach that level. So I you hardly see an ETF token get delisted, and then there is a high security on that token. There's always a high security on that token from being delisted, from the market capitalization not going plumped down immediately. There's a lot of things that secures that particular token whenever you talk about ETF on it. So I believe this explains also. And also we usually see ETF for stock market. We see ETF for forex market, but most most times now we are seeing ETF for crypto market, in the crypto market, and it is not yet as rampant as it is in the stock market because the stock market is more secure. Because for you to have a stock are more like company shares and all of that company. So there is always a probability that that company is secured, their market capitalization is secure, their market in the a lot of things about that company is already secured. Okay, they will not just leave the market all of a sudden or go, let's say, bankrupt. But that company is already very sure of what they are doing in the business, in the business and the financial world. So we've been seeing a lot of ETF for Bitcoin, ETH. I think I've seen for Solana, or some companies are still proposing for Solana, and then other cryptocurrency. But the two major ones I know that are already very secure is Bitcoin and ETH. And those two tokens, we know they have really done well. Like they have brought up, like, when we talk about cryptocurrency today, the two major cryptocurrency we talk about is um Bitcoin, ETH. These two ones are very major, and then we talk about BNB also. These three are very major. Okay, we know that they are very grounded right now. Okay, I'm not saying in crypto ecosystem anything cannot happen, but we know that these three tokens have really been here and they have done a lot. So proposing ETF for these three tokens, you know that yes, these tokens have actually done very, very well for themselves. So if this explain it also, you let me know. But when we talk about ETF tokens, we talk about secured tokens, we talk about secured coins that are already in the market, and they offer a lot of value. All right, thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. I think I'll have to go now. It's getting late and my power is going off. So, thank you so much for joining my live stream. So, we await the news, the rate cut news anytime from now. Anything more, like I've said, anything that happens, please let's make sure that we put our emotions in check and don't be kicked out of the market no matter what. So, thank you so much for joining me. I will do a live stream. Okay, I'm going to do a live stream, and I'll be telling you guys how I plan on taking profits this bull run. So that live stream, maybe by weekend I'm going to do that live stream. So you can come and listen. You can come and listen. Okay, if you want me to teach, okay, you can just drop the topic you want me to teach in the next video. Okay, I'm going to come and teach about it. So but I'm planning to share with you guys how I'm going to be taking profits in this bull run. So it is not a financial advice. Okay, this is how I plan on taking my own profit in this bull run. Okay, so that we will know how it is, because a lot of people know how to invest. Like, we know how to invest, and this same mistake I made it in the last bull run. So a lot of people know how to invest, but they don't know how to take profit. So I want to do that video so that I will teach you what I have learned, my experience in the last bull run, and what I have um and what I have been able to what I have been able the strategy I've already put in place to make sure that I don't go back in loss. The last bull run, I was like, I made a lot of losses. I know I bought long, and I was holding long, and long dumped from $109 to like almost nothing. So somebody that, like me, I didn't have the knowledge of, okay, this is how I supposed to take profit, this is what I'm supposed to do, and I lost a lot of money. And I can tell you, if I know what I know now, then I can tell you I would have made a lot of money, because I remember someone in my community, or someone invested in a token with $2, and that dollars went almost, like, the massive pump in that token, like, he got over $1,200. And based on the fact that we didn't have knowledge on how to take profit and when we're supposed to leave the market, we like he sold off at, let's say, I think it was $400 after making over to $1,000 from $2. So knowing how to take profit, it is not just saying it, you have to know how to take profit. With my recent years in cryptocurrency, I have learned how to take profit, and you mustn't wait for the bull run to learn how to take profit. With the little things you do in the crypto ecosystem, with the little gains, with everything, whenever you see profit, always take. I always tell people, take profit, but you mustn't taking profit doesn't necessarily mean you leave the market entirely. So in my next video, I'm going to explain all of this, and I'll make sure, not my next video, my next live stream. Okay, I want it to be a live stream so that we can always interact. You can also ask your questions, and I'll answer as in, so that it will be more interactive and not just me teaching. Okay, so if you have anything you want me to teach, fine and good, you can drop it. You can always comment in any of my videos and tell me to do that, and I will definitely do that. And then we keep learning from there, and don't just see me as as I know it or I don't know it. Or you can also teach me. You can drop anything you think that is not right that I say, you can drop it out for me too, and I'll go and do my research. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. Ayokomi, I see your message. XRP ETF is now radio is now Radium Dex with 11 zeros. Okay, I'm still going to read about this, and I'm going to come back with more, know about it, read about it, and I'll come back and we discuss it also. So thank you so much for joining me. on today's live stream. I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, thank you so much. Okay.